2 of the fantasy drafted San Francisco 49ers, bought by Fred Cooper in a drastic move. He decided, guys, I'm going to go after the owners and demand that they do a fantasy draft and allow me to get some good players, and in return, I will forfeit as much of my profits as I can for year 1. And I just want to show you guys that as far as the finances go, these numbers are not 0. I couldn't get them to 0, but these, but as you can see, they are set to the lowest number they can be at for tickets, merchandise, everything in this category is at the lowest possible number it can be. As promised, Fred Cooper is going to try to not make a profit on this year as the San Francisco 49er because they're moving. And I just want to make sure that we got that set. Go to stadiums real quick. Yep, we already established that we're leaving San Francisco. I'll give you guys an overlook of the roster real quick again from the fantasy draft, and then we are going to go straight into 2 games of play the moments. So we got really lucky on defense, at least at the beginning of this draft, because we got to draft 2 defensive tackles in Ndamukong Suh and DeForest Buckner. Thought that was a really good, strong way to start the draft. Then I believe we went up to strong safety and got Eric Weddle. No, then we got halfback Le'Veon Bell. Then we got Eric Weddle. Needless to say, both sides of the ball look decent. If you guys need to see how the order went exactly, go ahead and go watch the episode 1 of this video or of this series. I'll put the description in. I will put the link to that video in the description below. I haven't done that before. I haven't said that before. But this is our team. We're rocking Chad Kelly as our starting quarterback and Brad Gakowski as our backup. It's exciting. If you guys see anything on the roster that you guys are interested in seeing me move, such as Eric Weddle's on the roster, but Budda Baker's his backup, we'd rather see Budda Baker play, we can get rid of Eric Weddle. Darrelle Revis is our starting quarterback 1, but we've got Awuzie as his backup. Get rid of, stuff like that. Let me know. Put it in the comments. Hit me up on Twitter at Awkward Runner, OCKWARD, or hit me on Facebook at Dettron Christopher. With that being said, guys, we're going to jump into the gameplay. And we got some stuff to talk about today, guys. First, while we're getting this loaded up, I want to talk about something I did over this weekend that was pretty cool. And if you guys are watching my video, go find these guys' videos and start talking to them. They're really cool people. And that was, I reached out to Franchise Guy, and through Param Crow, both Madden YouTubers, if you didn't know, got into the Franchise Guys Discord community a little bit, started sharing some stories and stuff. I met up with Dustin the Gaming Dad. We had some really long chats, some really good chats, met some really cool people, and got to look at some Franchise Guys and Dustin's videos and Kaz's videos. You guys really should go check them out. They're young as far as the community goes for numbers, but these guys are passionate about their content, so you should really go hit them up. And while you're doing that, look at my videos. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Do the basics there. But big shout out to Franchise Guy and his community. Rocking the place. It's awesome. I'm also on their Discord if you guys ever get an opportunity to go do that with them too. And I'm putting my videos up on their self-ad. I guess you'd call it a forum. But anyways, let's get into this gameplay. So we're on defense first. We should take a peek at see what the opponent has for a team. But we know right now Matt Stafford's the starting quarterback because he just bruised us up for a big pass there. Always been something that I've never enjoyed about fantasy draft is now you have to relearn who's on what teams. I do like the idea of having rosters that, you know, you could just go to a team and be like, all right, I know who the starter is here. Oh, Matt Stafford. Did I get him? I got him. Okay. You know who the starters are. You know who the backups are. You know what you can do to the roster to make it better. But the benefit to this is to get away from San Francisco, I wanted to really disconnect from the city. So I didn't want to have a team that represented San Francisco. I wanted a team that represented the NFL. So that when I moved this roster, you've got this whole new entity. It's going to be great. And I noticed something. You guys go ahead and look back at my episode 2 of the Dolphins team teardown. Oh, we got ran up upon. Who is that? Is that Lynch? It looks like Lynch. Yeah, it is Lynch. Okay. So Marshawn Lynch is their starting running back, and we got gashed. If you watched the Miami teardown, running backs have made me look bad every game. But that's all right. It's a learning curve for play the moments. But, all right, so Chad Kelly's first snap as a San Francisco 49er is a short dump off. Uh-oh. Nice play. All right. Can I get quick? Nope, I can't. So I also learned that in play the moments, you can't hurry the offense back to the line, which is the offense I play. Like when I run the team after year 1, I'm going to do hurry up offense almost constantly. Hurry up offense is my favorite. Chad Kelly, little dump off there again. We're really stacked at tight end, so maybe I should be happy that the offense is putting us in 2 tight end sets. Wilson and Walker, which is another position we could probably tear down inside of a teardown. Look at that, Chad Kelly. Look at that. Sammy Watkins, first touchdown of the season. First touchdown of Chad Kelly's career. I did take off previous injuries because there are some. You don't get the true NFL experience if you got to worry about guys that aren't playing. So I did turn those off. I will turn those off for every series I do. But I did want to say what I was getting at previously with the Miami teardown is I never gave you guys a question to see who could be a draft pick later on. So stay tuned for the next Miami video where you're going to get 2 questions. In this series, we're going to go ahead and on each video, the person who has the most commented comment in the description of the video is each week is going to get a roster spot. Now, I understand what you're saying. 16 games played in a week, or 16 games in a season, but I put 2 games in a video, so that's 8 roster spots. There's going to be other ways to do it, because we're going to have playoffs, because I plan on making the playoffs, despite what you saw in the Miami stream. Anyways, let's get into this game. Let's focus in a little bit about what's going on in the game. So, Carolina, with Stafford and Lynch, have marched down the field twice with me playing defense. That should have been an interception. Not very happy about that. I'm seeing a lot of zone defense, which I usually would play zone if I was playing the whole game by myself. But I feel like that's dangerous to do when you're playing the moments because of something like that. There was 2 guys in that general area of the zone, but because that wasn't exactly where their zone was, they're not close enough to make the play on the 1-yard line. So, the flaw of the zone defense, at least in Madden. Yeah. All right, so here we are, 3rd and 5. We've got to get 5. We are past midfield. I don't like this play at all. Watkins is never going to get open on that, and I really don't want to have to do a dump off to Stevenson, so I'm not going to. Oh, Watkins Oh, man. Watkins, the AI broke the route and started driving towards the middle, and if I would have made an accurate pass, he's by himself. But the downside of having a 68 overall kick or quarterback is that he's not likely to. That's in? Huge 58-yard field goal. Huge 58-yard field goal. Wow. Nice. I forgot who my kicker was. But, anyways, like I was saying, Sammy Watkins isn't going to break a down and out at 15 yards or 10 yards and make that play against most corners. That's not going to be the way it's going to work. The corner's already going to have the leverage because they're going to be between the receiver and the quarterback when the ball's thrown. So no, I'm not down for that being the pass route for Watkins on that play. But that being said, I'm running the running gun with coach's suggestions right now. I wouldn't normally run and gun coach suggestions because I know run and gun up and down. I've done run and gun since Madden came out. So I would just run the plays I think work, and that would have no quarterback under center. You don't, with all the play actions and stuff that run and gun has, you don't put your quarterback under center. You run out of shotgun. You make your tight end your fullback. Your fullback barely plays, and you're the one team in the league that's uniquely looking for a run blocking tight end who can also sort of catch. That's like your optimal tight end. But you also need exactly what we have at quarterback, which is a quarterback who can be accurate but has a little bit of wheels, because sometimes 50, 60 yards running for a quarterback in a game is what you should be expecting for running gun. Sometimes. I mean, there are times where you can comfortably sit in the pocket and just dominate. Alright, first and goal. I'm going to go trips left, PA slot corner. You guys have seen this play in all of my videos. There hasn't been a video I've done yet where this play hasn't been in there, because if Delaney Walker can beat the corner, he can't. That's fine. That's a touchdown. Ignore the fact that it was dropped. Okay. All right. So he was wide. As far as that play goes, he was wide open. And if that was in the middle of the field, he catches that and he's running, and he's still running. We're still talking about that last play. I'm going to run just to get them to understand that the run is still an option here. And I'll run slants. This is the safest pass that you can throw in this offense. And none of it's available. None of it's open. So Chad Kelly's just going to run for a touchdown. No big deal. No big deal. No big deal. But it's Chad Kelly, man. The quarterback that no one wanted, I'll take. I always have played with quarterbacks that were a little bit lower overall. I feel pretty comfortable with them because you start to see what their scheme or what their game style is. Chad Kelly is exactly what quarterback I want all of my quarterbacks to be. Slightly accurate, not that great accurate. I'm never going to challenge the field deep that often. The farthest I'll challenge is like maybe 20 yards down the field. But Chad Kelly can run. So if the play's not there, he takes off. And that's exactly what I would want from all my quarterbacks. And that is coming from a Lions fan who, when I see Matt Stafford attempt to run, my butthole clenches. I hate seeing Matt Stafford run. He's athletic. I understand he's athletic. I've been watching him since he played at Georgia. Scares the hell out of me because he has been hurt before, and I'd hate to see him get hurt again. So back to gameplay here. Marshawn Lynch just popped himself 100 yards. They're driving for another touchdown. It's late in the game. Late in the game. Like, if they score a touchdown here, it's going to be the only option I'm going to have is to score a touchdown. Oh, I missed a huge opportunity Oh, man. Huge opportunity to sack Stafford there and force what looked like it was almost guaranteed to be a field goal because they weren't going to be able to make the yards. Well, and now we know another thing. Antonio Gates is their tight end. All right, so 3rd and 2 at the 48. We're in shotgun. I'm going to go to doubles, and I'm going to go PA read. This is not a handoff. This is hopefully the corner on the right bites, and then Dorsett's open. If not, you have 2 crossing routes and a tight end. There you go. Look at that. Sammy Watkins. You got 2 crossing routes and a tight end that will be breaking to the right. It's just a viable, good play. 2nd and 6 at the 19. Pardon me. I'm going to go PA slot corners. In any game, this is the time where Delaney Walker gets open, and this is a touchdown. Except for today, when I'm explaining it away to you guys. Okay. All right. No. I'm greedy. I understand I'm greedy because I could just get the first downs. We're going to do slot quick flats. This play is scary all the time when you run it because Dorsett on the slant out route here could be open, but will not get you the first down. It just won't happen. If that's what you're hoping for, it won't happen. But you can always hit the slants coming across the field for the first down. Nelson, who owes me a touchdown, by the way, because he dropped one on me. He owes me a touchdown. All right, we're going to do... I understand what I'm doing here. I'm running the slip screen, guys. I understand that running a screen this close to the end zone is nonsensical, but I thought Le'Veon Bell. And that's the first time I've called Le'Veon Bell's name in my game. I don't know what he's been doing the rest of the game, but, nothing. Sounds like what he's been doing. All right, we stopped the Panthers here. We're going to get the ball back with just probably right around 2 minutes. It'll definitely be right around 2 minutes. Yay, DC installed. And we're going to have a chance here to go get a game-winning field goal or touchdown, and yeah, that's exciting. Game 1, go earn yourself a win here. So we're in shotgun. We're going to go back to PA read, and if we're not seeing press coverage on Dorsett, although Watkins is getting press coverage, I'm still going to run the play. There we go. There we go. And get out of bounds. There she is. Look at that. Check Helly. He's not as accurate as you'd want your starting quarterback to be this late in the game. He's just over 50% for completion percentage. But he's thrown 2 touchdowns, and I don't have a turnover yet. There we go. Le'Veon Bell. Le'Veon Bell. See, Bell, because I was forced, again, watch the fantasy draft video where I set a number sequence and then drafted according to positions, according to number sequence. I didn't want Le'Veon Bell. I never want a running back that high, ever. I don't use the running back like that. But he's a good running back. He just doesn't fit my play style. So if Le'Veon Bell is the guy you guys want traded, let me know in the comments below about that, because that would be a huge trade. That's going out and getting another first-round draft pick kind of move. Delaney Walker's out in the flat. Right now, all we're trying to do is force Carolina to burn some timeouts, because even if we don't score the touchdown here, we don't want Carolina to have time to come get the field goal to tie the game again. This is clock management, and after watching yesterday's games, some of the NFL teams should watch me play, because they don't understand clock management. Okay, so Bell's down, but that's okay, because we also have, Adrian Peterson on our roster? How? What? Yeah, Adrian Peterson, and then I think we even have third running back. Okay, force Carolina to use their timeouts there. And guys, I'm not even gonna kid with you. I'm going for the field goal here. There's no point in trying to be fancy about it. The only thing Carolina would have on their side is the field goal could get blocked. I'm rushing them to the line. I'm going to sit. We're going to talk for 30 seconds flat. And then we're going to probably run them back to the line again and let it get down to like 5 seconds, and then we'll kick a field goal and we'll win this game. Game 1 will be a win because of smart clock management. But what I was saying about the blocked field goal is that's a possibility. Madden has let blocked field goals become a pretty common event. I have in my personal game, I have had. Okay, I'm going to run them to the line. Show that I could run a play here on 4th and 4. I'm going to let the clock get down to 5 seconds, and then I'm going to 4 seconds, and then I'm going to call timeout. The kick should take 3 or 4 seconds to get there. It should take 3 or 4 seconds.
Here's the veteran kicker, Matt Prater. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win.
Boom.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goal.
Clock times off the clock. Matt Stafford loses to Chad Kelly. All right. Let's go look at the stats real quick. Pretty interesting turn of events here. We beat Matt Stafford in passing rating. We had more attempts than him. That's fine. Comparatively to the yards, he wasn't going to catch if he threw 8 more passes for completions. Or if he threw 8 more attempts, because he only had 6 less completions. We had better completion percentage. Gronkowski played, which is scary, because that means Kelly got chipped up a little bit there. But 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. The running game, I'm sure Lynch busted out, 100-yard rushing against us. Le'Veon had 49 on 14 carries. That's fine. Le'Veon Bell is one of those guys you probably need to get him 20 touches. So if he got 6 catches, that's reasonable. He didn't get 6 catches. It looks like he got a catch, maybe. Delaney Walker had 8 catches for 97 yards, and that is our threat on offense is our tight end situation. Watkins 4 for 77 in a touch. Lynch caught a touchdown in the air. Yeah, Le'Veon only had 1 catch. So we have to be a little bit more active about getting our running back active in our offense, or we might as well get rid of him. One of the two. Let me know what you guys think. Defensively, I'm just going to look at our team. Ndamukong Suh had 7 tackles from the defensive tackle position. That's clutch. James Harrison, 8. Wilson 8, Atachu 7, Trey Wayne 7. A good play overall. Cameron Hayward got us 2 sacks, no interceptions, and probably no fumbles. Oh no, there was a forced fumble. Atachu got a forced fumble. So after game 1, I mean, we didn't win by a landslide, but we saw what our offense can be, what it is, and we can be excited about it going into week 2. We didn't suffer any drastic injuries. We're at the screen of your guys' fate here. You got to tell me where we're going to spend that XP. We have a decent team, so maybe we don't need to spend the XP at all during the season. If this was the Miami franchise, I'd be saying, guys, please let me spend that XP during the season, because the Miami teardown. Watch the video on the Miami teardown, the first video, and then check out the first 2 games, because we're learning life lessons here. As of right now, these are the people that I'm training: Jake Butt, Ethan Pollock, and Owuzie. Owuzie's going to be our lead quarterback. Pollock is just to refine some offensive line. I probably should be doing a left tackle, but I'm sticking with the center. I heard that center is really important this year as far as awareness and team growth and stuff. And Jake Butt is our tight end of the future. He's our third tight end. I understand that, but he is the tight end of the future. All right, so now we get to go into the moments here and play a Seattle Seahawks team who is 85 overall. So much like the Panthers, better than us. Looking at the season stats, not a whole lot of optimism for what we need to do. I mean, our level 1 is only 3 wins. I think normally your level 1 is 4 wins, but I might be wrong about that. Looking at Delaney Walker's overall there is a 96. That's pretty good. He's a little older. Oh, Chad Kelly's a 70 overall. So, also good. He's got a chance to lead this team. Le'Veon Bell... Man, I'm thinking that we probably need to get rid of Le'Veon Bell. I'm sure that if Crow ever watches these videos, Bell's his boy, I get it. But this offense doesn't need that. Do we need a running back that can get around a little bit? Yeah, but you could really just put a speed back there, and because you're running out of the shotgun, that's where he's optimized. Anyways, back to the gameplay. Alright, 2nd and 6 at the 19. I haven't had a defensive drive yet where I've successfully stopped the team, or the opponent. With that said, this is also my first year where I've tried to use the linebacker instead of using the defensive lineman. Alright, so let's investigate the Seahawks team a little bit here. It's Jared Goff at quarterback. Alright. Guy that's kind of, he's making the NFL. He's looking good in the NFL. It's just, this was a, you got to tell us who you are kind of season. Wow. That, Greg Olsen. Well, we know Greg Olsen's on his team, and we know he just caught a touchdown against us. We also know Kenny Still's on their team, because I just watched him flash across the screen. Man, we just... The play the moments is so tough. But, that being said, after year 1, when we get to spend all those... Well, after year 1, and we're relocated to teams and cities and places that I've already determined, so if you guys want, you can go into the descriptions of the videos and take a guess. If you can guess the city and the logo, I'll give you a roster spot. Next year, you'll be on the team. We'll have to determine who's going first, second, third, what rounds you guys are going. But if you can guess in the description of the video, here's another alternative way for you guys to get on the roster. Let me know. Where am I going? Where's San Fran going? Here's a couple of hints. 1, demographically speaking, not demographically, location, geographically, no, whatever. It's got to make sense. I'm never going to send the San Francisco 49ers to Toronto. That's not going to happen. 2, there's an abundance of color schemes you have to be aware of. That's the only thing I'm going to say about that. That being said, if you guys can figure it out, put it in the video, at the description of the video, and maybe earn yourself a roster spot early. Alright, leading this offense down the field. I did throw to Sammy Watkins on a pass pattern that I don't feel comfortable throwing ever. Oh man, that's where Chad Kelly's inaccuracy is going to hurt us. Wide open Sammy Watkins in the end zone. There's no pressure on Chad Kelly. All he has to do is make the throw, which is one of the easiest throws to make in the NFL, because the receiver's still going across you. Touchdown. Just much like that play, they're still coming across you, so all you have to do is be able to know how to lead a receiver in a pass. And he was also wide open. So even if you would have thrown an inaccurate pass that was at least in his general direction, he still has a chance, because he's the only person going after that ball. But doesn't matter. The next play, we throw a touchdown to him in the back of the end zone, basically running the same pass pattern, just later into the pass pattern. Nothing's happened for almost a half here. 7-7. There's a minute left on the clock. Oh, and we got the ball. And I'm testing the field here. We're not. Chad Kelly come up in the pocket a little bit. Watkins defender is going to stay with him. Chad Kelly out of bounds. That's what I'm talking about with the quarterbacks, guys. You get a quarterback that can move. You can teach. It's just like every other sport. Every other sport has this. You can't teach speed, you can't teach size. You can teach a quarterback to throw the ball. And you can teach a quarterback to be the most accurate or more accurate than what you currently have. I'm going to rush him up the line here. And we're going to do wide corner. And this is Watkins' opportunity to be a legend. He's going to have to beat two guys. Didn't happen. Delaney Walker? Nope. Okay, well at least it stops the clock. At least it stops the clock. And now I can go to my decisions for pass patterns. I could have went earlier, I understand that. And we're going to go, because of what we were preaching after game one, we're going to go to the halfback screen here with 30 seconds. We are in field goal range for Matt Prater. So we're going to score points. It's just a matter of we're going to score a touchdown or a field goal. Little dump off the Le'Veon, gets himself first down, gets himself another touch. That's not bad. All right, now we're going to do curl flats. Why? Because curl flats offers the corner or the corner route for or down and out. No, this is a post route. Sorry, for Delaney Walker. And Delaney Walker's going to get the pass this time. Can he bring it down? He does. Touchdown. Touchdown. You guys want another little insight into the NFL through Madden? Speed tight ends running to a spot. Perfection. Delaney Walker, I'm going to have him run that route probably 10 times a game. Oh, blocked. That is definitely blocked. That animation is so apparent at this point. That's all right. That's right. It's not Prater's fault. The only person's fault that it can be is the holders. Because Prater's that's the only reason Prater's hesitates. You know, is because the ball wasn't held correctly. So, that's alright. I knew that we were going to see the blocked kick animation. I'm going to see it probably every video because there's 2 games in every video. Hand it off to Le'Veon. He gets a first down. Run him back up to the line. Can we run him? We can't run him back up to the line. What is it? 3rd and 6. We'll run slants middle here. Try to get the first down. Again, we're in field goal range. So, and it would make it a 2-score lead. Not 2 touchdowns, but 2 scores. If we can at least get a field goal. So, nice play. Nelson on the slant. Kelly. Wow. Again, barely above 50% passing. So, we got to make his life a little bit easier here. And we're going to do halfback screen. We're going to give the best player on our offense, technically, the opportunity. I mean, technically the best player on our offense. Realistically, it's Delaney Walker and Le'Veon Bell. He doesn't give a crap about being tackled. And beneficial to us because he's such a good back. He's got some break tackle just built into him. And where we are, we're up 2 touchdowns. San Francisco, we have a nasty team in San Francisco right now. We have an older team in San Francisco, which is going to put us at risk of losing some players just because of oh man, that was the zone I was supposed to be in, and I blitzed. Still learning to play linebacker. Played Madden since it came out, since year 1. Had it on Sega. Man, did I have it on? No, it was Techno. Had it, and I've never done line. I've never played past the defensive line because human error, man. All right, Procise is our 3rd down back. Okay, we're in an interesting situation here, and they knew it. Oh, they blitzed. They knew it. Oh, and Chad Kelly's hurt. Man, they knew they had to stop us there, because if they don't stop us there, I can burn 4 minutes of the clock. But we'll take a 52-yard field goal.
Comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He had his lone attempt blocked earlier.
And another blocked field goal? Okay, now guys, let's be realistic about this. There isn't that much more different between my offensive line and a pro football team's offensive line. When's the last time you saw 2 kicks be blocked off the edge rush? Come on. That's not realistic. That's the AI basically saying, hey, Seattle should be competing with you because they're 3 points better than you overall. So we're going to give them this. Because there's nothing I could have done as a player to make that any better or worse. That's just the AI being a little whiny 2-year-old. Anyways, let's try and punish Seattle's offense for their special teams making us look bad. I wonder if we have had any success on defense without me being on the... Because we have had 0 success with me playing, as you can clearly see. Although, I don't know if that's necessarily my guy there. Might have been. Oh, okay. Well, Chad Kelly's out of the game. Broken collarbone. It's early in the season. We'll see him before the season's over. But that is going to bring Gradkowski in as our starter. Oh, Vic's going out for a pass. All right. If you guys didn't see that, I thought Riddick was going to stay in and block. It looked like he was staying in and block, so I was going to blitz with my linebacker because that's what you do when you're cued to cover the running back. If your job is to cover the running back and he stays in blocks, now you're a blitzer. Oh, and you gotta know that. There we go. That's just Atachu going and getting one. You can't hold the ball that long, Golf. You just can't. So you're sacked, sir. You're sacked. All right, we got a safety blitz here. I don't even. Who's Eric Weddle is my big safety, my star safety, and he didn't get in. All right, big tackle. Again, you can let him get some yards. You just can't let him have the first down there. All right, we're gonna do Will Blitz here. And James Harrison is going to get a chance. Nope. Couldn't do it. Man, that was a sequence of anger-inducing issues. The linebacker 50 on that play. Who's 50? Who's 50? Jackson. He needs to put his hand up because that pass could have been tipped. And now, what happened there? Now they're in field goal range, and they could just tie it. That's what, they can just tie it. After a cheap touchdown, they can just tie the game, and then I'm going to have very little time to put an effective offensive strategy together, and they could score a touchdown here and completely derail the opportunity for me, and I can't call timeout. If you call a timeout in this situation, all you're doing is allowing the offense to piece together a strategy. You have to just play it straight out, because you're going to need your timeouts on offense when you're trying to move your team up the field. You only use timeouts on defense when your defense is not going to be sufficient. Oh, that needed to be intercepted. Tavon. Mr. Wilson, sir. Please. This is scary. They're 5 yards away from a touchdown. They already have assured themselves a field goal. Although, the game does owe me a blocked kick because they've got 2 already on me. There's a sack. There's a sack. All right. Atachu going and getting a sack. Forcing them to run back up to the line again. Super good. Can we stop them from scoring a touchdown and leave time on the clock? Can we do that? I think we just did that. They got to take the field goal here. If they go for it, they're idiots. You go for the tie and hope your defense can slow down a team for 50 seconds. That's the option. But this game owes us a blocked kick. So this is a blocked kick right here. That's not a blocked kick. So the game basically said, well, we need a way to stop you from winning the game. So we're going to block 2 of your field goals. Okay. All right. So we're going to go in guns trip to the tight end. We're going to go PA slot corner. This is the bread and butter play of the offense. If it works, Delaney Walker's open. And given Delaney Walker's speed, if he's open, he's not. But, man, if he's open, if he gets open on that play, that is not only a first down, but we're looking touchdown. All right, Trey Gunn's open, PA receiver in. We're gonna try to razzle dazzle him here in one play. Nelson is going to go under Dorsett's pattern, and if he gets open, he's streaking, and he's one of the fast. Oh my goodness, 2 drop passes on this drive alone. He's one of the faster receivers in the league. So that play is a viable option if you need to get a huge chunk of yards, and maybe not the touchdown, but huge chunks of yards. He can't drop that pass. Oh no. All right. Well, what did we learn in that whole series of plays? 2 drop passes and an offensive line that gave up really early. So we're going to boot the ball away, and it looks like we're going to overtime. I wasn't expecting that given how we were playing, but that's a great kick. Marquise King, great kick. I mean, all we got to do is stop him for 23 seconds here, and okay. So we're in overtime. We got the ball. Hopefully, Play the Moments knows that this entire overtime is huge and lets me play every play. With that being said, I'm going to hand the ball off. And then I'm going to immediately come up here and do hurry up offense. Le'Veon Bell broke 100 yards. That's the first carry I've had with him. So that's good. Uh-oh. Gradkowski falls down. Okay, so now we gotta get the first down. I'm going with a halfback screen here. If it's not open, we're screwed, but yeah, we're screwed. Sacked. Man, things changed quick in this game. I'm not thoroughly impressed with it at all, because now we're in overtime and we're punting. We're in overtime and we're punting.
Absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated
that's
time and
just
time again.
Oh, is that another? That's another great kick. Oh, do a celebration or something, King. It's not your fault we're losing. Are they just going to march down? No, they didn't. All right. Okay. PA read out of guns doubles. My offensive game plan is always trying to score quick, but oh Jesus, I'm not even getting through the play action animation before they're coming in. Our offensive line isn't that bad. Watkins, first down. Watkins, first down. That in itself is all we needed right there, was Watkins to break open and get a first down. Go back to the halfback screen. Our Pro Bowl halfback, who already has 100 yards rushing, just gets another. Oh, doesn't get the first down. Well, I don't need to rush because I've got over 5 minutes, but I'm going to rush the ball. First down. And we're going to come back up. We're going to immediately try to get them on slants middle. We should probably be running a little bit of play action here because they should be expecting.
escape, and he goes
Wow.
down.
Wow. I was going to say they should be expecting some runs here, so play action could work. We're going to do corners, see if we can get the play to work. I haven't thrown it since Laney Walker dropped the last one, but he's not open. You can tell early into that progression of play if that's going to be an option. And those three guys over there, you got to take one of your slants coming over the middle at that point and just get it out. Because look at what happens to Grakowski when you don't. If you don't get it out almost immediately, Grakowski gets swallowed. Oh, goodness. Everyone got swallowed alive there. All right, well, we'll go right back. If we're going to run 4 plays in this offense that are going to be successful against Seattle, then Seattle's going to get punished because we're going to keep going to them. I'm not going to. Why wouldn't I run the halfback screen?
When you run a screen pass really
I mean, realistically, I'm concerned about not getting this first down because I don't want to see another block. If I see another blocked field goal, 3 blocked field goals in one game, that doesn't happen. AP, first down. We're gonna just run that whole play right over again. We're gonna Adrian Peterson in the backfield, shotgun, draw play, center us up a little bit. I'm not gonna go chew clock because I don't need a chew clock right now. If I hit the field goal, the game's over. We win. Seattle needs to do something to stop us.
Protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, breaking, trying to knock the ball.
3rd and 3. I think the conservative thing to do, the thing that gets you the victory here, is to run the ball. If he gets the first down, keep going. If not, kick the field goal. And again, yes, I understand. Just kick the field goal and win the game. I've had 2 blocked this game. So, no. How about I don't just go running up there and try to kick the field goal? How about I try to score a touchdown? Because at least if I score a touchdown, they can't take it away from me. Well, I guess they could in penalties, but... But, again, a fear's been built. Madden has scared me into not wanting to not kick field goals. And you would think that would have been one of the last fears that you'd develop. All right, halfback screen on the goal line again, guys. It worked last game. Let's see if we can do it again. Boom. Game. Boom. Madden, you couldn't even cheat me out of a victory. You couldn't do it. You blocked 2 field goals, you returned 1 for a touchdown. You couldn't stop me. You couldn't stop me. Let's take a look at the stats. Goff, what are you? Both my quarterbacks were better passing than you. My guy who didn't play most of the second half almost had as many yards as you. Wow, look at this team. No interceptions through two games. And 6 touchdowns combined at the quarterback position. That's awesome. Running, there's another 100-yard rusher against us in Theo Riddick, but Le'Veon, he went and got himself 100 too. No touchdowns, rushed at all. Shocking. Surprise, given how bad Goff was passing. But they did score on defense. Watkins, 549 in a touch. Bell, 445 in a touch. Walker, 435 in a touch. Those, not great numbers. Adrian Peterson, 1 for 2 in a touch. Not great numbers, but that's not what the offense has meant. Look at all the targets. Let's go to, just look at San Francisco. Look at all the different targets that the ball got thrown to. Not all by me. The AI did it too, but the point being is you could run an offense where 4 guys catch the ball and you could have a couple 100-yard receivers, or you can spread the ball around a lot. This game was spread the ball around. Defensively, Wilson had 10 tackles. Haynes had 8, and then it kind of just goes down from there. 5 is the next big number. Tackles for loss, Cameron Hayward had 2 sacks. Atachu had 2 interceptions. Darrelle Revis had 1. Revis, the old man, playing at corner, but shows up. I might have to keep him. Forced fumbles, there was 2, Tavon Wilson and Eric Weddle. Both our safeties coming up against some fumble love. No safeties, no touchdowns. Yeah. We'll go take a look at Chad Kelly's injury. And then that'll be it, guys. That's 2 games. We'll simulate to the next week, though, so you guys can see who we got on Game 3. Let me know if there's anything you guys want to see in this series of videos. Remember, this is the fantasy draft roster. Let me know if you want XP spent. Let me know if you know the answer to the question. The answer to the question, I should probably put that in the description of the video too, which was, can you guess where San Francisco is being moved to? And if you can, I need the city name and the nickname of the top of the city. Well, let's do this. We got some contracts to negotiate. In San Francisco, we got some contracts to negotiate. 32-year-old Brandon Elbert, dude, you're not getting a contract. 35-year-old Khalif Barnes, you're not getting a contract. Well, I guess that's been decided. You know what? I'm actually going to go in here and I'm actually going to tell them you're not getting a contract. Instead of just I would normally leave them up there because worst case scenario, I just grab them at the end of the year. But no, neither one of these guys. So we're already going to be looking for left tackle help. Make a note. Left tackles. Game 3 is going to be against the Rams in the next episode. And then the last thing we were going to do is check out Chad Kelly's injury and see how long we're going to be out without our quarterback. 6 weeks. We'll get him back after the midseason mark, or at the midseason mark. Gradkowski's going to be serviceable for 6 weeks. If not, I think we have a third-string quarterback. I know we have a third-string quarterback, Joe Webb. And I know Joe Webb can play the game. I've seen it. But with that being said, guys, that's the end of the video. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Find me on Twitter at AwkwardRunner, OCKWARD Runner. Find me on Facebook at Dettron Christopher. Find me over at Franchise Guys Discord chat. I am there. We are chatting. We're having a good time. Go find Franchise Guy. Go look up Param Crow. Crow is a bigger name in the Madden community, but go find Franchise Guy. Go find Kaz. I'm sure there's other guys posting over there. I'll give them shout outs in other videos. Until next video, guys, see ya.